Hello, Chippewa community. This is Molly Hallahan, the principal of Chippewa Middle School, and I just wanted to take a few minutes to give you kind of a mid-January update as the semester wraps up here. I wanted to share a few things with you all. I just wanted to start by telling everybody how grateful I am that everyone really is doing their part. As we all know, COVID continues to kind of throw us some curveballs, but everybody is just coming together and making the best of it. The students who are in the building, they're coming to school when healthy, they're wearing their masks, they're keeping socially distant, they are doing their part. And students who are at home because of quarantine or isolation, they are doing their part. They are checking Google Classroom, they're fulfilling all of those expectations. Teachers are navigating things in such amazing ways. They're helping the students that are in person, they're posting for at-home learners, they're covering classes when colleagues have to be out. And of course, all of the Chippewa families are doing their part. They are so supportive and compassionate. These are tricky times, and everybody is really coming together and making the best of it. I just wanted to share with you the reality at Chippewa. Some people are kind of wondering about how absences are affecting our community. And I would say that we're averaging about 10 staff members being out each day. And if I had to break it down, that would be about 7 teachers, 1 or 2 paras, 1 or 2 office or administrative staff. Last week, there were about 60 students per grade that were out each day. This week, like today, it's about 50 students per grade. This is not all COVID related. So in a staff of about 100, to have about 10 missing each day is not outrageous. And of a building of 1,100 students, to have about 150 students out is a lot, but it's not unmanageable. We do have and are plagued with the shortage of substitute teachers. And what that means is that most of the teachers who are here in our building are giving up their prep periods. So they have no break in their day. When they would have a break, when they're doing planning and grading, they are instead covering for colleagues. And we are so grateful that they are willing to do that. The reality too is that we are just working to be super flexible with the content that students have missed. I know that the end of the semester is coming and that can be stressful for students who might have missed some assignments, and we're just working with each teacher to help excuse what we can and keep that essential learning focused to kind of boil down what is the most important work that needs to be done if a student is out for an extended period of time. We continue to offer reminders to students, and we would appreciate you reinforcing these at home as well. Masks, 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 wearing your mask all the time over your nose. It is what keeps students from being a close contact with someone and having to quarantine. So we only have masks down when we're eating, just exactly while we're eating. Then we ask students to put their masks up. Frankly, they've been really good about this. We've had to provide fewer reminders, but still lots of them. So if you could reinforce this at home, having students stay home if there's any symptoms. Again, if you could remind your students, and they have been good about this, but to be super respectful to guest teachers or to substitute teachers. Most of the time, it is already a teacher in the building who's giving up their prep period. So we appreciate their cooperation with guest teachers. And just as always, following the instructions of the adults, kind of keeping their hands to themselves and getting to class on time. And definitely, we also know we have a shortage of school bus drivers. So just behaving on the bus and being respectful. If you can reinforce that at home, we really appreciate that. Wednesday, January 26th is the end of semester 1. So it's the last day of that semester is the 26th. Some teachers might have some deadlines a little bit before that. So definitely be checking parent view, student view. There's no school on Thursday the 27th or Friday the 28th, so teachers can grade and plan. And during that time, also parent view then will be unavailable because it will be our grading window. So definitely check grades before January 26th. The new semester starts on Monday, January 31st. Semester 2 schedules are available in Parent View, so if you would like to look up your child's schedule, you can do so. We will have report cards ready in early February. And again, I just want to reiterate that flexibility is absolutely the name of the game. So if there's students who are absent at the end of term, we can figure that out with grades. If grades get submitted and a grade needs to be changed or updated due to absences, we will take care of that. We promise to be flexible and accommodating. We don't want students to be stressed out or parents to be worried or teachers to be overwhelmed. So we're just going to keep it really flexible. We are committed to keeping our doors open. The superintendent sent out communication yesterday, and he specifically stated that we are working very hard to prioritize in-person learning. and to do so safely. I just know how stressful this uncertainty can be. Everybody really has been amazing, and it's actually not lost on me that I'm making this recording at home at my dining room table rather than in my office, because my family as well has been hit with COVID and different quarantines and isolation. So I know how hard it is for families when suddenly a parent can't go into the office or a student needs to stay home. It is really, really trying for parents. And I'm just constantly impressed with how supportive everyone has been. So we're continuing to plan for upcoming events and hopeful that all will come together. We have the snowball that we're planning for Friday, February 4th. We have our fifth grade family parent information night on Tuesday, February 8th. We're going to start course registrations for the 22-23 school year. And I just know that there is a light at the end of this tunnel. January is always a dark and dreary month, and this January is particularly dark and dreary, but we're just so grateful for this phenomenal community. Thank you for all your support, your compassion, your encouragement. Chippewa is an amazing place to be. Thanks so much, and take care. Stay well.